We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Andrew Heaney, I love this guy from the left side. Not afraid to throw strikes like a lot of lefties. Inconsistency with the strike zone is the major problem, but if he's getting his breaking stuff over, look out. He can shut just about anybody down. Good, solid pitcher that's getting better with more experience.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. Well, this is a foul ball, says the home plate umpire. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 6.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Here comes the first pitch. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Settling in now, David Fletcher. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Angels, the second baseman, David Fletcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2-0.
2-0's the count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Hendricks got it. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. Go look at the numbers. He hit over 310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Past battles with Scherzer, he's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. is looked at, and the count moves full.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's
third.
better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the move is Trout from first. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out. Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
A bouncer up the middle. Turner loves it. And there's out number 2.
Batting 4.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And standing in, the machine, Albert Pujols. From the stretch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is eaten. He's there to make the play, and that'll return. Juan Soto to the plate now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Juan Soto.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to short. Simmons is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 5th.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Here's another 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 0-2. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Batting 5th.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And now a pitch on the way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
This offense just doesn't look like they came to play today. Ugly swing after ugly swing. Just needs to be a better approach across the board.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Hard hit ball to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Past meetings with Andrew Heaney, he's 1 for 3. Behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number. Ready now, Justin Upton, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
Really high curveball right there, struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. Gone!
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Here's Tommy La Stella now.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Bullet back up the middle. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. La Stella rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
Hard liner to center field. Robles has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Digging in, number 48. He readies for his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Now batting.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Into the box, David Fletcher. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is leading off the inning, Kurt Suzuki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Pujols has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 9.
1 away now in the Washington third, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And now for Washington, Trey Turner. And basically anything here will look better than what happened in his first at-bat, which ended in his striking out on a bunt attempt.
Yeah, and he just straight up whiffed on that 2-strike bunt attempt. And not to be too critical, but it wasn't the best of looks either.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. The pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get any.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires this.
And leading off for the Angels, the center fielder, Mike.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Trout.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. One out, nobody on. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Albert Pujols. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Scherzer into the windup. Here it comes on 3-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Robles waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. In now is Adam Eaton. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
No balls and 1 strike. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So digging in now, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 home. Line to the right side. Calhoun is there. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22.
So stepping in, Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike two.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to. Here's Justin Upton now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
3-1. The 3-1. It is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Count is full.
3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tommy La Stella. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby. Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The batter, number 2.
So a runner at first with one man gone. And standing in one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Upton, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Behind 0-2 now. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Fouled away. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. At the plate, Ryan Zimmerman, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, still the.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Count even at 2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Trout is there. 2 gone.
The catch.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Angels, the right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we
Number
like to
48.
call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. High in the air out towards shallow right. Eaton has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
Here's the first pitch to him. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two 2-0 now.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
That's for the Angels.
And now for the Angels, Shohei Ohtani. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground is short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Angels. Victor Robles digging in now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Fletcher will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Turner leads off second with one gone in the inning. On the ground to the left side, there is La Stella. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The third baseman.
Now in the box, Anthony Rendon. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. Here he comes again, 1-2. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Boy, D'Lo, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
No hits to this point. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Upton is there, and he puts this one away. Now batting, Albert Pujols. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
The first baseman, Albert Pujols.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Justin Upton will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did. In the second inning, we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on its way. Bounce to first. Zimmerman has it to second for one. On to first, and they'll get the hustling Upton. It's a double play.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Tommy La Stella. Popped him up. And no one will track it down. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left. Soto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Angels go quietly there, but they hang on. Here's Howie Kendrick. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Fletcher backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Ryan Zimmerman. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
So we got him swinging. Ryan Zimmerman goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Two and 2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Andrelton Simmons. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Robles is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in.
Cole Calhoun.
Now the national skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the hook's coming with him, as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. He's set, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh and 1, here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 48.
Coming to the plate now, number 48, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Strasburg comes set. Here he comes 0-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Robles has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Angels are stepping into the box. Kurt Suzuki. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Calhoun. Gone to lead off the inning.
The center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
Into the box now, Victor Robles, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter.
Standing in, Trey Turner. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 2, Adam.
Now at the plate, Adam Eaton. No hits. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner in there for a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was.
Now here comes the Angels skipper on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Justin Anderson takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in now, Anthony Rendon. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Fletcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Counts even to Trout. 1-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Popped up. Zimmerman has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now
stepping into the box, Shohei Ohtani. He was a ground down victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Hard on the ground towards short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in the machine, Albert Pujols. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Hit back up the middle. Turner has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angel. So here's the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Soto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swing. Hansel Robles takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 57, Hansel.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here it comes on 0-2. Lifted the other way to left center. And that'll be a base hit. So they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Into the box now, Howie Kendrick. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. So striding in, Ryan Zimmerman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. He swings and misses. Throw down. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Big key to stealing third base is getting a good jump. Even though this throw from the catcher bounces to third, the poor jump at second cost him the stolen bag.
Behind 0-2 now. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with the big win at home.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Angels took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Andrew Heaney is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.